today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mayfield's pass.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
So the 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On third down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They run the counter. It's Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So still 14 yards to go, second down. From from midfield now. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Mayfield on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Up 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
21-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's taken in by Stewart. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Short throw to Disley, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, man!
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
Chris Carson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
Seahawks.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Metcalf. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Wilson's pass.
11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Is up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for him with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Wilson's pass complete.
From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucks are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Buccaneers 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 28-21, the final score. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Kenny Golladay, a touchdown reception.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
DK Metcalf.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
Wilson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Will Disley. A gain of 2.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
At the 31.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Seattle.
From the gun, Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Will, so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third and 2. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson will throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's fourth down.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Offside. Defense.
Why are we doing this?
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Man, when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check four.
This is Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Carson. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check.
Here's Carson.
Chris Carson, the ball carrier, brought down at the 18-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Levante David in on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, Carson, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisper.
Now Mayfield lost the football. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield dancing to his left. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this is incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Tack McKinley and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
A loss of 8 yards. 3.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Bucks take
the attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So will no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucks got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it, because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucks are able to close the gap just a bit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice session.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the gun on third down, Wilson.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. That's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Brings up
so second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Deep ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Chris Godwin. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this